Let's get it popping. See what's really going on. Maybe 1 second. Make sure that this is good. Hopefully the live chat is up. Yep, the chat is up. I can see that. Let me make sure that's on. Save. And then go into the Discord and let them know that we are live as well. Live check. What's up, Daniel Berry? Los, what's goody? What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Slim Reaper, I see you. What's good, y'all? Appreciate y'all being here, man. Did y'all see? First of all, hope everybody had a safe and good Halloween. Did you? I almost can't even say this with a straight face. But did y'all see Bash World in his glizzy costume? You're not first, you're last. Bless Valley, appreciate you, player one. Yeah, resident Italian is here. How you doing? That was Mongo. He said resident Italian. I've been called Italian. I've been called Iraqi, Mexican. I've been called black. Definitely didn't hit me with no Chinese, but the light-skinned guy from the videos. Yeah. What's good, y'all? What up, y'all? What up, Truck? What's good, man? Hey, did y'all see Bash Worlds? If you haven't seen this, he was trolling the community, and that joint had me in tears. If you haven't seen it yet, you might want to go check that out on his it's on his Twitter, on his X. What up, Bam? What's goody? Gettins, Glock, say you still can't shoot. What up, Jay Nuisance? If you guys are having trouble shooting, I made the adjustment, so there's really no excuse, y'all. I could tell you the jump shot that I was using, I reverted back to the OG jump shot, and that was JT Thor base, Oscar Robertson release. I think I put Sadiq Bey release 1 and Oscar Robertson release 2, 75% to Sadiq Bey, and I got it back in line. But that wasn't without effort. You feel what I'm saying? So I had to go, like I spent a couple days just going to the lab, playing offline, made sure I did all the art of shooting to make sure I have my hot spots and lethal zones. And I just played a while offline, but focused on my jump shot for every shot. And it translated, bro. And I was struggling, bro, missing wide opens after that most recent update. So, if you feel like you've done that, let's say you've done all this stuff already and you're still struggling out there, you may want to consider how much latency you're actually experiencing out there. Make sure you're on Ethernet, you're wired in, so that way you're not experiencing any unnecessary latency. If you're playing on Wi-Fi, you're almost always at a disadvantage, so keep that in mind. Eway said it's so easy to shoot. Don't get it. And what up, Grayson? You said roll the clip. I was thinking about loading that clip, but I don't even know if I want a big glizzy on the screen, bro. I don't know, man. Salute to the homie Bash, man, but he was trolling the community. He straight went live in a whole, his whole, only the head, you only saw the shades. And he was in a whole glizzy outfit. Yeah, there was one thing he said. He was like, I think he just scored a bucket. And he was like, glizzy. Man, that was good to me. Oh, man. What's up, Ash? What up, Ash? Coach Z, what it is? Yes, it was super funny. Salute to the homie Bash, man. Always showing us love. Bash is in our Discord as well, by the way. We got a VIP section in our Discord of a bunch of prominent influencers, I should say. So that was super dope. What up, Money? What's good, man? What's your favorite build you made, bro? So far, my favorite build is definitely the Inside Out Scorer by far. But I'm working on the center build now. So there's my second build, no money spent. I'm working on the center build. And he's a 6'10". I'll drop a build video as soon as he gets to 99. just like I did with the last build. And he's looking like he's a lot of fun out there. The only where I'm lacking right now is on getting those blocking animations, and I've gotten each day that I increase my attributes, I get more effective on defense, but it's really low. It's something like 84 block with like a 67 defensive rebound. I just maxed out my old board yesterday. So, you know, it's coming together. Definitely coming together. What up? What up, Juan? What's good, man? Tyler, I see you, man. Aaron Bridges, what's going on? The glizzy was good to you. Aaron Bridges said the glizzy was good to you, bro. Yeah. Yeah, if you ain't see him trolling the community yesterday, you gotta check that out. That joint is funny. I think he dropped the whole rap video in a glizzy outfit. Salutes a bash. Putting on for the community. It was good. It was good to see because sometimes I'm dead serious. We be taking ourselves way too serious in 2K. Like, you ever seen some of the folks? Tell me you guys haven't come across these folks. You ever see these folks that, I ain't even, I'm going to tell you IRL, well, not IRL, but in my 2K experience. In my 2K experience, I remember, man, these dudes be bugging, bro. And this is years ago. This is years ago. But and this is while I was a streamer and a creator. But there was this one kid. I was the reason why I'm bringing this up, and I know I'm long-winded here, but I want to kind of get to the point. The reason why I'm bringing this up is to say how, like, when folks get not even half decent on 2K, they start acting brand new. How many of you guys come across $5 super chat from God of Rage? Appreciate that, man. Salute to you. They be acting brand new, like they really G's or G'd up because they play good at 2K. So IRL, for me, we used to run with this one kid who was a complete, and I have nothing against geeks, but he was like, I don't know if there's like a proper term for this stuff, but you guys know what I'm referring to. And so he ended up, I guess, getting a little decent at 2K and instantly became a blood online. Talking about bullying this. I said, how you go from just last year, you was this to me with two thumbs, and now you a blood? Now you straight in the streets? Oh, man, these boys, man. These boys here, 2K make you puff out your chest, make you think you thugged out. I could have sworn that kid had Thug Life tatted on his freaking stomach. I said, man, these boys are identity crisis. I don't care what anybody says. If you are paying for your build in 94 plus 3, the green window should be way bigger. Makes no sense. It's the same as someone that got an 80 plus. Yeah, it is kind of sad the way they did that. I ain't gonna front, but it's different after the update. Everybody got pretty much a big window now. Long story short, I had a teammate complain I messed up his CPU assist, but it was just 3 users in a rec versus a squad. Yeah, he's a GD now. Facts. Yeah, these boys they're sick in the head, bro. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about that for a second, how some folks' egos be going through the roof because they play good at a video game. It's crazy. And it's never like a fighting game, or something like that. Like, they played good at a basketball game, so that gave them, now they're in the Bloods, B. That joint, pure comedy, man. All right. So there was one thing I wanted to talk about in case you guys are seeing bad shot selection. If you guys don't know, because this was spreading out. I forgot who it was that posted and asked about, it was Downwork. I think it was Downwork. When you see bad shot selection, that doesn't necessarily mean that the shot you selected was bad. Is literally referring, damn, Anthony George, $25 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Anthony George, man. For the next build, they need to fix this bug. I just DM'd you the video on Hate on Me. But where'd you DM it to? You DM'd it to Twitter? I'll check it out. I appreciate that, Anthony George. Similar. Anthony George is Ricky Bobby's second cousin. So, and in this family, they all have two first names. So salute to you, Anthony George. I had to throw that out there, bro. You set yourself up as a super chat. It was bright orange on my screen. I said, yeah, Ricky, Bobby. If you ain't first, you're last. Salute to you, Anthony George. Appreciate that super chat. I'll check out your DM. Jay So Ice, he said, I have a question for everyone. Do timing stability matter or no? I saw so many jump shot videos and some people say yes and some say no. Yeah, I can't make that call. I haven't done enough testing on the jump shots, but just like you, I seen everybody like a mixed bag of feedback on timing stability. It seems to be that defensive, I put it to the test this year and I didn't see much of a difference, but I didn't do an extensive test to it. So I can't really call it for sure. And then we've had multiple patches since then. But it seems to me that defensive immunity plays a much larger factor than timing stability. But who knows? Maybe there's some better stuff. What up, Hoax? What's good, man? Yo, I think SIGs should have pros and cons. Like actually, like for example, MJ's layup package could boost double clutch attempts if it's blocked, but if blocked, would have a bigger takeover drop. Well, that's interesting. I ain't gonna front, Aaron Bridges. That's interesting. Appreciate the love from New Zealand. Appreciate you, Finesse9. Thank you for being here. Does 2K's shades of build matter to you when making builds? Not necessarily. I don't really pay much attention to those shades of builds. You come to learn, at least, you know, for me, I could just tell you my experience because I don't want to act like I'm talking to y'all because we out here just talking with each other. But for me, what I experienced, you just kind of come to learn what, for me, like I like fast players. You know what I'm saying? So I go for more agility and speed. I've always targeted those type of players. No matter what build I made, if it was a center, agility, speed. I want to be faster than the other guys because speed always reigns supreme for so long on 2K. But then you got other folks who prefer going really big, pause, and they prefer a lot more strength. Preferably for me, I like speed and strength, but it's just different. So what I do is, like I did with my center build, and we did this to a T with my center build. So I went out at 6'11". I said he's not as agile as I know I need to be for me to enjoy myself at the center position. So then we brought him out, and I could tell the translation. This is going into the try build or whatever, when you try your build out before like completing it. So then I went 6'10", and even at 6'10", at a different weight, it was still this slowish center type of moving. I wanted to move more like a fast power forward, if you get what I'm saying. So what I'm getting at here is that you tend to learn when you do it so many times how offline, if you could see your player offline, how that would translate into online gameplay. And for me, I target a certain speed and maneuverability. He needs to have that agility up. And when I see that in the offline player builder, like the practice joint, then I say, all right, this is it. And boom, sure enough, you know, because he's done it so many times, you get to learn very quickly. And oftentimes when I go into try out the build, I'll just be moving left and right, like on my stick, just to kind of see how responsive those motions are. And that's mainly the determining factor. Outside of key attributes, like this player has a 99 block, you know what I'm saying? So Hall of Fame anchor, and he's going to be just going crazy. 88 vertical, forget about it. Now, hopefully you guys will check out that video when I drop it, because I think it's going to be a fun build. So no, I don't look at the shades. That was a long-winded way of saying I do not look at the shades necessarily. Everybody likes to see good shades, but no, I don't necessarily look at the shades. Do you think they should nerf post-hooking? Now, speed is why people take horrible layup attempts. That didn't make any sense, in my opinion. I must have missed something there. Did you just say speed is why people take horrible? Anyway, I'm leaving that alone, man. Maybe I just missed it. Do you think you should nerf post? All right, so I play primarily rec squads. Whenever I go online, that's where I'm usually at. We put folks together and we just head to rec squads. in rec squads, I haven't seen much post hooking for it to be a problem. Now, if I play primarily twos or even ones for that matter, I'd probably be sick and say, hell yeah, it needs to be nerfed. But in rec squads, you don't see that. And if somebody does go into the post, I don't see it being that effective in a 5v5 setting. Me personally. They could score. It ain't like you can't score, but there's so many other ways to score as well. If anything, you know what I think is more effective? What I've come to realize over the last couple of days running the 5? The standing dunk. As soon as they in that restricted zone, and these centers are diving right into, like right under the rack. They're just doing their best to get into that position just so they can get a contact standing dunk, the dunk meter dunk. That joint is automatic. It's so glitchy. When the sun becomes glitchy like that, it doesn't seem as fun to me. But it's almost automatic from what I've seen. And sure enough, we came across a team yesterday who was trying to abuse that on me. And ideally, we don't mind that at all. Ideally, we're like, yeah, continue to abuse 2 points. You got a point guard running up, and the whole team is running completely through their center. I'm like, oh, man, that's an L from the first quarter. Like, at ASAP, we know in the first quarter, this team loses. So sure enough, that's what happened yesterday again. Dude's trying to mash in there, and he's completely using the... he has a point guard that's waiting for him to get in position, and there's almost nothing you can do as a center defending that. From my experience, there's almost nothing you can do from him just glitching his way right under the rack, especially with a point guard who, I guess the point guard lacks skill, so he's not looking for a screen. He's looking to give it to his center to score, which is crazy to me because these are rec squads. These are people who are squatted up, and this is their game plan. So sure enough, they start scoring and they get hyped. They start flopping, and we chilling. We're like, you're not doing this math, bro. You don't know you already lost the game. And sure enough, we start sparking our threes and end up winning against, because they're just primarily focused on the 2-pointer. Neither here nor there. What I will say is more OP and needs to probably be looked at is that standing dunk. I don't mind it. I don't mind it so much. I'll leave it like that. I just gotta learn how to do it myself. What up, Trash? Unpluckable needs a buff. Simon said Unpluckable needs a buff. I spoke about that. I'll try and get to all these comments. Seeing what's going on in the game now. This is the Sean McLean. He said, All City, seeing what's going on in the game now, would you say the proverbial other shoe has dropped in 2K24? Yeah. And it's unfortunate, man. Is thoughts on a 55 3-ball build? Ooh, scary. But Deshaun, it's unfortunate, man, because we were hoping that other shoe didn't drop, man. I know I sure was. And after the last update to shooting, when I started bricking, like, remember, prior to the drop for season 2, I was on my way up. I was already probably a week into shooting good. Finally getting it down. And then they dropped the next update again that completely threw me for another loop. And it was to the point that I couldn't get back on track. I had to really scratch everything off the table and start all over again. I swear that's how I felt. I'm not complaining per se because I was able to do it again. But it's just like the homie said. Yeah, it feels like the other shoe has dropped, man. Everybody had their hopes super high and we couldn't stay up there. 2K was like, nah, you're not staying up there, bro. We're about to yank y'all right down. Y'all about to come right back down off cloud 9. What do you think? We deliver great games? We don't deliver great games. We are the best at delivering mediocrity. And if it's anything above that, then we're going to have to take it down a notch. And that's how it feels. And I hate to, I'm being cynical here per se, because I'm enjoying 2K24. The fact is that I'm enjoying it, but unfortunately, I wish I could have just stood on cloud 9, how it used to be back in the day when you used to play 2K. You were on cloud 9 damn near the whole annual cycle. It wasn't to the end of the cycle that you start riffing because you're heavily anticipating the next iteration. But Shooting is easy right now. Finesse9 says shooting is easy right now. I think so, but I still shoot better with a lower three ball. I've heard that quite often. How many of you guys feel that way? You shoot better with a lower three ball? Yes, sound off. Let me know what you think. The best at hot fixes, the best at scamming. See, that's 2K's fault because they're not here, right? They were here when we were selling the game. They were here a month after. And now they're gone again. And the game is not fully stable. It's like I said in the podcast with Jay-Z and Brutal Sim, the 2K crossover. I mentioned I was hoping that the 2K dev team, and I was preaching this like before the release and a little while after, say, hey, this maybe they're turning a new leaf. Maybe they're really trying to adjust and get with the community and get us the game we want. And it's hard, it's hard because, them folks, they get a lot of heat. They get a lot of heat. I think half of us in here watching right now, with all the heat and weird stuff that these Twitter finger thug life type of kids out there are typing to them, if you just think about it for a second, the human side of it is like, I don't want to talk to them. Just think about it for 1 second. And I'm not trying to take up for them because it's their duty if they want to keep making that bread. But I'm just thinking devil's advocate, thinking of the other side. I know if it was me and I'm getting a lot of hate messages for the game when I know I put my best effort forth, that's tough to deal with. That's got to be tough to deal with. Mac G said defense was buff. Did the community run the devs off? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to get at. Did the community run the devs off? I was hoping that they would stick with us through the whole journey. I was hoping that we was going to be like at a point where everybody on Twitter is congratulating the dev team because they had their chest puffed out. They were like, prior to release, they were out there. They were in Twitter spaces. They were on X. They were in Reddit. They were just all over the place. Hella connecting. And then just like that, oof, you're gone. Interceptor stakes are kind of OP right now. So you must be a little bit heavyweight, Trey. Best Beats by Trey said interceptor stakes are kind of OP right now. And this is how like your PlayStation is right by your stove. You know what I'm saying? You could tell those folks, you could tell some of them folks when they're thinking about 2K and stakes at the same time. It's like, yeah, I know you be having a sandwich in one hand and the controller in another. I know the type of vibes, bro. It's all love, man. To each their own, whatever you want to do. I'm just messing with you, Trey. I know you meant steals. Interceptor steals are kind of OP, right? I don't see it. I don't see it. Because we run with some really good lockdowns and we get some good steals and everything seems legitimate. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough to say because right now point guards are supposed to have a 91 pass. I don't think the good majority of high IQ point guards that have a 91 pass are saying that interceptor steals are a problem right now. You could run against a team that will give you a problem because more folks are making more defensive builds. But considering what we had to where we are now, when we had the 6.9s, where that was what was considered really OP, the 6.9s when they first came out, they had the interceptor on Hall of Fame. That was really considered OP. So we kind of lock in what's considered OP as far as passing lane steals. That's OP. And then when we consider where we at right now, I don't see that happening like it was. So it's tough. It's tough, man. I wouldn't want to see them touch anything that, unless it obviously stands out, I think the player base should adjust. My personal opinion, at least. Each their own. Load up that clip. When do we get the affiliation attribute boosts? Do you get them when you first join the affiliation? Are they available to unlock later? No, you got to complete when you get the affiliation, you got to complete the quest. You got to go talk to Shake or LD and they'll give you the quest and then you need to go play the games. And then you get it. You get the affiliation stuff. Random only pass when they are pinched. Yeah. We played a squad full of locks. We backed out in the second quarter. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like they're coming together. People are learning so much so that you're seeing like 6'8", 6'9" centers out there, just so they could play steals. You know what I'm saying? So you will come across a team that makes that difficult. It makes it look like interceptor steals are OP. But if you're like me and you play only squads rec, you rarely, if ever, come across a well put together team to make that happen and give you that sort of problem. Rarely, very rare. Same with post hooking. I don't see post hooks like that. Not in squads rec. But it's really the only mode that I've been playing. So I'm not saying the stuff don't exist. It's just in the mode that I play is not that much of a thing. All City, what we have seen from the last 4 or 5 2K games, in your opinion, when should we say enough is enough and potentially walk away from 2K? Like I keep stressing, y'all. I'm having a different experience. This for me, in my personal opinion, y'all, please don't hate me for it. But just take into consideration when I say this that I'm going no money spent this year and I haven't bought Boost or Gatorade. And for me, this is one of the best 2K experiences for me. I know a lot of you guys are playing different game modes and doing different things. Like you buy Boost, you pay for your build and all that stuff. But for me, I haven't had this much fun. And the homie All City Big Red just said this yesterday while we were playing. We in a game and I'm just, having my normal fun. And Red said, damn, I haven't seen All City this happy playing 2K in years. And he said since 2K20. And that's exact facts, bro. I haven't been this happy playing the game, bro. But maybe you guys want to try that. If you're really looking for fun, you're looking to kind of reinvigorate your experience on 2K from what it's been over the last few years, maybe you do need to challenge yourself and do something really different, drastically different like what I did. Because I don't know if I would have been having as much fun if I paid for my build. I swear, I'm not even joking, y'all. I don't know if I would be having as much fun. The fun part for me, let me add something to this, and I'll get to the chat in just a second as well. The fun part for this is that, I swear, I'm not even joking a little bit. On both my builds, as I slowly increase my attributes, because I could only increase it when I get enough VC to put down on increasing the attribute. Well, as I slowly increase particular attributes, it's showing in my gameplay. So I'm actually seeing him evolve, and I'm coming to realize that it's really fun to see and satisfying. It's fun to see the player evolve. And as you put up the block attribute, you get blocks. As you put up your dunking, you start taking off. You're shooting, you get badges. So I'm seeing the player develop. And over the past few years, it was my expectation that if I pay for the build, he should damn well be developed when I bring him out there. And then from when I bring him out there to 99, which is so close, you can't really see the tremendous development from those attributes, 90 to 99. Unless you're targeting, like say you're targeting a particular animation to take leaners from Limitless 3 or something like that, then you'll probably notice a difference from 90 to 99. But they're very similar. And there's definitely a difference in 60 to 99. And you'll see that gradual effect on your player as he evolves. So it just seems more rewarding and I'm having way more fun. This is just facts, bro. So it's hard for me to say like enough is enough for 2K because 2K24 is a W for me. And on the flip side, you learn how to use your build based off its limitations. Yeah, and this facts, that's what's happened to me. Because when I first brought my 99 out, by the way, it took me, I hit 99 on my first build, kept playing casually a couple hours each day, even skipped a few days. But I hit level 40 and I hit 99 2 days before season 1 ended. So that's how long it took me to hit 99. Wasn't grinding like crazy, just played casually. So it's a W, man. I'm sorry. I know I had a different expectation, yeah. I thought 2K24 was gonna be different, going no money spent alone. But the fact is, I'm just having a ton of fun out there, man. I appreciate you, player one. I have always built my character up from the ground, except this year because of me. Going no money spent forced me to take more time in the builder, not rush the build. Oh, and that's facts. Thank you for saying that, ambidextrous. But that's facts, bro. I made right now working on my center build. I think everybody could see that it's a really successful build. Even when I brought him out at 60 overall in the rec, he was successful ASAP. You noticed it. But I could only imagine when he gets to 99. And when I was creating these builds, I created it with the mindset that I'm not going to have boosts. There's going to be plenty of situations where I'm not going to have boosts. And if you're new here, say you just tuned in, just so you know, I'm somebody who in previous years, every year prior to NBA 2K24, since maybe mid 2K18, I've always bought boosts for every single game that I play. Every game. And I always purchase my players, get them upgraded max, and take them right out to the rec. I despise playing offline. Just to give you guys context of how drastic a change I made for 2K24. And I gotta tell you, it just, maybe 2K24 is just factually like that much better, maybe. But I didn't give this a try in 2K19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. I didn't do this no money spent. And I don't know, I might have kind of cheated myself out of a better experience on the game. Am I crazy for thinking my green should be a little bit bigger than needing to basically perfect with 83 ball? If you're thinking 80 is like, in 2K24, people could hit with an 80. It ain't like you can't hit with an 80. But from what I've realized so far, 83 ball doesn't let you hit as consistent as you would like to. Maybe now with these changes, it's going to hit more consistently. I've seen people hit consistently. It ain't like I haven't seen folks with a low 3 ball 79, 78 hit consistently. We've seen that happen, but it seems like a small group of players that master the 3 ball at that level. The good majority of folks with that 78 to 83 ball, they'll miss quite often. At least that's what I've seen so far. So I don't know if you guys need a bigger green window. I don't know. This is tough to say because I think folks should have higher 3 balls. 80's all right, but I think the way it is now for 80, I think that's legitimate. I'm shooting with the 55 3-pointer. You hitting with a 55 3-pointer? That's crazy. I'm shooting like 40%, but it's like I gotta focus hard as hell. Yeah, 80 is tough, man. If you're 83 ball, it's pretty tough. So I get it. Been saying that for years. I'm shooting 53% with a 78 3 ball, so you can with a good jumper. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty good. 53 with a 78 3 ball. Now I have a 94 and an 87. It's definitely different. Is 86 a sweet spot? I'm trying to make an all-around point guard. Point guard, you might want to go higher on your 3 ball. Depends on your type of play style, but ideally for us, we like to see our point guards with a higher 3 ball. OG with a $5 super chat. What's good, OG? Said my new build is fire. Appreciate you and the All City team. I'll tell you guys the story. Salute to you, All City OG. And this goes in context with what we're talking about right now in the stream. Trying to find the right build for you. And from what I've experienced out there, referencing like lower 3 balls or lower attributes than elite. Because in 2K24, I tell you this much. What I've noticed in 2K24 is like you're either average or elite. And I'm talking about this for the good majority of players, not, there's some exceptions to what I'm speaking right now. But It's like in regards to what attributes do for your player, it goes from average to an elite level. Like there's a drastic difference between say a 96 three ball and an 85. Maybe not so much drastic 92 to 85, but you will hit more if you farm the mid-range badges to get you more badges to accommodate that 92. Hopefully that makes sense to y'all. But when I'm referencing, like, if you choose your attributes wisely, you could go from just average animations to elite animations. Is considering like folks sacrificing with an 89 dunk versus a 96 dunk. 89 is going to give you average animations, which I experienced myself because I had to stay at 89 for quite a while on my 99 build. I had to stay at that 89 driving dunk before I was able to upgrade to 96. And when I hit that 96, things done changed, bro. The animations, it was heavily noticeable. Everybody was able to witness how much different, how much more aggressive he was with the 96 driving dunk. And I'm not wild out there, but all the animations are way more convenient. And the same goes with shooting. When you hit that 96, 97, 98, ooh, you see a drastic difference, elite level difference to 85. And that's what most people choose, 85. 85 is that sweet spot. So most people choose that 85 if they're trying to create balance. But what I'm coming to realize, the reason why I'm bringing this all up is that we come to realize that if you just kind of meet those elite levels, meet those elite thresholds that give you the most optimal animations, you're going to have a lot more fun on offense. And salute to OG for taking this on, because we recommended OG a build yesterday. Me, Tron, and Slim were in the lab, and we were trying to get a good build to help some of our players out. And we already know that certain thresholds change your player dramatically. So we tried to meet those thresholds, and we sent him a build, and he made it. And like the homie OG said, there you go. Now he's out there going crazy. And I look forward to running with you a little later, OG, so I can check out that build. I primarily play... can somebody ban him? Yeah, he's an idiot. Get up out of here, stupid. Don't you see you out of place? You don't think I saw that comment you put? Talking about you should smoke meth? You crackhead. You don't see we're cut from different cloths, brother. I tried to ignore you the first time, and then you're going to go spam the chat. You just got your stupid self banned. Idiots. Get up out of here. You're looking for attention in the wrong place, and you're too stupid to know that you're hella out of place. Too stupid. You need to stay up off that meth stuff, crackhead. Get up out of here. I always make sure I turn off my phone Wi-Fi before I play. Damn. Bass, Lamar Stevens, Sadiq Bey, Kobe Bryant. Should I have a high perimeter and low steal, or high steal and low perimeter? It's hard for me to answer certain questions like this, only because it really depends on who you're running with. If I was to put it in context with my team, the people that I'm running with, I would probably go higher perimeter than steal, because you could still get bump steals. So for instance, my center has a 0 free throw. I didn't put out one attribute on his free throw. And we was talking about it with the homie Slim beforehand, All City Slim, while we were making the build. I'm going no free throw. Slim is like, ain't no way you're not gonna put no free throw. I said, yeah, watch. But anyway, we ended up going no free throw, and I got multiple clips, which I'll show you guys because I think I'm gonna do a free throw video soon. Multiple clips of greening with no free throw. With the right team, you can go with a lower steal. All you need to do is be good enough to know when to blitz and get the steal. So I would probably lean towards perimeter over steal. That's my opinion, but yeah, because you're able to maneuver better. You know what I'm saying? I love your video. You might be high. I love your videos. Anyway, we can play Elite together. and any tips on what to work with for a 3-level threat, I would have to see the build. But if any of you guys want to run with me or the All City team, I recommend that you come try out for the All City Lunatics. I primarily run with the Lunatics, and there's a lot of Lunatics. So if you guys would like to get some runs in, I do tryouts primarily on the weekend, and we're going to try to extend that to the weekday as well. And if you make the Lunatics, you get added to this exclusive group, and they're always running. They run 10s, they run tournaments, things like that. A lot of them in the league. Low interiors defense. Low interior defense. So it is noticeable. So right now, like I was saying earlier, on my center build, I'm out there with low interior defense. I think it's like at a 60 something right now. I have a 84 block right now, and it's noticeable. Now this player gets Hall of Fame anchor. He gets the 99 block. He'll eventually get up to 99, and he'll get his interior defense to 85. But right now, with the low interior defense, I do notice a struggle. I get some snatch blocks. I increased my vertical to 88 yesterday. So since doing that, I got multiple snatch blocks. This is what I was saying earlier. With each upgrade, I notice differences in the gameplay. That's so satisfying. But requirement to try out for the Lunatics. R. Francis just asked, are there any requirements to try out for the Lunatics? I'll go through a brief list for tryouts. You need to have aptitude to play 2K. You need to understand 2-3 defense. This is not stuff that's going to be explained to y'all during tryouts. These are the All City Lunatics is for players who already have the aptitude. Just so you guys understand that. You need to have good offensive spacing and discipline and good defensive awareness. And above all, the overarching aspect is good vibes and good communication. Good, effective communication. We monitor all of this. First, the game's a live stream. You got multiple eyes on that. And then we have some of our leaders and managers in each one of the rooms that are trying out to listen in on how y'all communicate. It's imperative for the All City Lunatics because we want to maintain cohesion and that good energy that it has right now. So we don't want no one person coming in and trying to disrupt that. So that's what's going on. That's the basic foundation for the criteria and trying out for the Lunatics. If any of you guys are interested, just type !Discord and you put that in the live stream chat and the link will come up. Shout out to Hoax for posting it. Hoax just put it up right now. It's not necessarily only good players. And this, it's like subjective because what one person deems like what a good player looks like may be very different to somebody else. But this is basically what I said. You just need to have the aptitude, basic level aptitude, awareness, and if you have that basic level stuff, yeah, hell yeah, you're welcome to try out, man. Yeah. And I don't blame you for keeping your mic off, but don't try out. If you're somebody like the homie said, if you're an introvert and you don't have your mic on, you're not gonna make it on the Lunatics. Communication is like one of the number one things, because communication is how you get those fourth quarter wins. You rally the team, you help keep the energy up, things like that. Calling plays, helping out your teammates. So yeah, if you're somebody who doesn't get on the mic much, I appreciate you sharing that, by the way. What up, Slim? What's good, my brother? So yeah, don't try out. But for those folks who are able to get on their mic, we welcome you as long as you have the aptitude. No specific win percentage. He said, but I didn't hear you need a specific win percentage. That's exactly right. The last thing we look at in the game, during the game, is your numbers. This is the very last thing we look at. And we're not talking about your specific numbers. We're talking about the numbers you had in the game. Win percentage is not even a consideration. Like, we don't even think about win percentage. It doesn't cross our mind. We heavily monitor your gameplay. The team that you're running against when you try out are already on the Lunatics, and they already went through the process. So they're trying to set up plays to see how you guys react on defense. They're trying to leave people open to see if the point guard hits the open man. And they're doing this all while mid-game to test your IQ during the game. So It has nothing to do with win percentage. Good IQ runs really well with good IQ. And that's what we try to make happen. We don't need any positions. All positions are all filled. The All City Lunatics is for anybody who wants to join that has the aptitude to play good and they're active. There's an exclusive group of players who have all went through like a verified process type of thing. What up, Big Hack? What's goody? Win percentage is pointless, especially if you play with randoms. Yeah, facts. Yeah. We've had a lot of. I'll give you guys a for instance. So we're trying to make it one round each time we do trials. One round of 3 teams, total of 15 people trying out. So when I put the announcement out in Discord, try to get there early because we select 15 people. If you don't make it during that time, then you try out for the next day or the next weekend. But yeah, best to get there. Best to get there early. There was one other thing. No, that was it. Tryouts are usually on the weekend at 3 p.m. One of the days on the weekend, or maybe 2 of the days on the weekend at 3 p.m. What would be the big difference between 2K basketball and NBA basketball? There's a ton of difference, man. The fact is, it's the closest thing we have to emulate the NBA, but that doesn't mean that it's exactly in line. There's a huge difference. First of all, the NBA plays completely different. There's so much discipline, and I think a lot of folks have a misconception that we want that type of realism in 2K. I don't think we want that type of realism in 2K. I think some folks would appreciate it, but the good majority of players don't realize how slow 2K will play if we completely emulated the NBA. It's a slow game. It's a slow game. You have somebody walking down the court holding L2 every play. You'd be sick. Wasting 10 seconds just to get down the court would be sick. He said NBA don't change it every week. Yeah, so one's real life and one's a video game. Keep it 100. What up? What's goody? What up, Troy? Caleb? I feel like I'm a decent to good player, but the AI don't have many friends. Play calls IRL is way different. Gotta be the other lunatics. If I leave somebody open, it's on accident. I must have missed some. We can only act so much of a game. And that's how I feel too. Don't get me wrong. When you see what other developers are doing with less money. So I'm not trying to cut 2K no slack. I feel like they should be like really innovating, paving the way for what we should have with 2K. And I don't think, especially when we made the transition into next gen, I don't think it was a large enough jump in what we were seeing. It just seems like gradual improvements or changes, I should say. But I don't cut them no slack. They make way too much money to be taking these baby steps, in my opinion. I don't know. But why the AI this year OP? The AI, I'll tell you, I'll give you the reasons why the AI is OP. If you guys don't know, the Czar is a developer responsible for AI. And this has been years in the making. And we were in a Twitter space. I was hosting a Twitter space myself, and the Czar came through and he got to share some of this stuff that I'm gonna tell y'all. But to give you a little background, the Czar took over, I want to say it was like 3 or 4 years ago. He took over development for AI. And he held a live stream. He was talking about it. He mentioned he didn't want to throw people under the bus. His colleagues he's referring to, but there was a lot of stuff that was messed up with AI. This is him speaking. And he had a lot of work to do is basically what he said during those initial stages. And over the next few years, which I didn't realize, I thought it was just a 1-year process to kind of fix this stuff. That's just my ignorance, completely naive to coding and all of that. But over the next few years, he's gradually working on stuff. And then like last year, ooh, it was like one. And I mentioned this in the Twitter space with him in there. I said 2K23's AI is probably the worst that I had ever seen. So he was able to break it down, and he wasn't in the voice. He was typing this out on the Twitter space, and we was able to read it through and kind of keep that communication going. But he's mentioned that they had the transition to next gen. Then they had the MJ errors, which they had to invest some time into making happen. And what he basically said was that in 2K24 is the first year that he got to like fully get AI right without any kind of distractions. So this is why we see such a drastic change in AI from 23 to 24. And when you compare it to 23, it's hella OP. And the fact is, yeah, we know it. These AIs are OP, but I'll take these AIs over 23's AIs any day of the week, in my opinion. Second Coming said, I can't shoot worth a damn. Take some practice, man. It takes some practice. And I know that's just like a vague statement, and it sucks to hear stuff like that. I don't know if you are practicing. But again, just to reiterate, just what I did was play the game. And I did my offline art of shooting drills. I played street ball, just doing the quest, my daily routine. I do the quest, the street ball event, play the guest player at the street ball events, get that 750 VC, and then go into the NBA and play a few games and get that locked in. I've done this over the last couple of days. And finally, yesterday, I saw some light at the end of the tunnel, being able to hit some shots, finally, over missing for like a good 4 days, probably longer, 5 days. So it was good to overcome. The fact is that I've been able to see it. Hopefully they don't change it again. And if I'm able to see, I consider myself just a regular player. You guys should be able to see it as well. So practice. We talking about practice. Yeah. Imagine trying to shoot in this game on Wi-Fi with a large screen TV from 2007. And that's facts. We got to take that stuff into consideration. If you guys are shooting on Wi-Fi and you're playing on a TV, you pretty much, you're going to struggle, bro. You're going to struggle. I tried 2 years ago, I tried going back to a TV from a monitor and I had to change it within the hour. I just wanted it because I was going to play offline games. So I wanted the bigger screen to play offline. And I just tried to play 2K. And within the hour, I said, can't do this, bro. It's ridiculously different. But some folks get used to it. It ain't like I don't see folks out there with the TVs playing good too. They get used to it. Nobody has that kind of time, and I get it. Facts. Nobody has, like, yo, where you finna go? Now I gotta practice. I got a 2K rec game today. Like, what? Folks don't be having that type of time, bro. So if they have an option to pay for their bill, they should be able to knock down shots. And that's the flip side to this stuff. It's the flip side. But then again, like I was talking with Jay-Z and Brute. It was like, what other game can you get on and play online and dominate? You get scraped. You try and go online and play against these folks who've been online already. Unless you're a master already at playing online. But if you're unfamiliar, we forget that you could play this game offline and look as amazing as you want to look. You could put that joint on rookie and go crazy in the NBA. But when we're talking about online, it's a whole different animal. Then yeah, you need to be practicing because you're playing against other humans. Appreciate you joining as a legend. 2K point forward off ball sniper shot. That was a hella long name. What up, certified? What's good, man? I went 40% to 20 in 2 weeks. Whew, I know that's tough. 77 3-point rating, shooting 60% from three. It's not that hard to shoot. Just practice. There you go. There you go, man. I don't think folks are trying to mislead y'all. 2K Labs showed the best jump shots. Are they verified? I can't confirm. I'm using JT Thor right now, and that's what I've been using. I've been using JT Thor. So I haven't done tests. You know, this year I'm approaching it differently because I got new challenges. So I'm going no money spent, and I have different goals in mind, like hitting 99, how many bills I'm going to make for the year. The challenge alone of going no money spent, making sure I get VC to upgrade these bills and all this good stuff. So I can't really say for sure on 2K Labs. What I can say is that last year using 2K Lab changed my whole game. Using the Jumpshot Recommender, and also getting the opportunity to see feedback, like real life feedback, the millisecond of what your jump shot was. Oh, that was just priceless, and it changed everything for me on my 3-level scorer. That's when I started shooting from deep hash, feeling real good. By the way, if you guys want to get access to that jump shot recommender where 2K will recommend you a jump shot, they'll take 10 of your shots. You plug in your controller and you take 10 shots. So you have the game up and then you have this up. If you have Elgato, you can make that happen and whatnot. But you have the game up and then you have that up. You can actually take the 10 jump shots looking at it, and then it's going to log every single one down to the millisecond of your jump shot. After that, it'll average that out, and then it'll recommend you a jump shot. So I thought that was just priceless for the sheer sake of understanding what you normally shoot, the timing that you normally shoot. I thought that was super dope. If you guys want access to that joint, you just use my promo code All City. You can save yourself 20%. They have a ton of information on there. Got anything good from the Halloween event? In the Halloween event, I came up with 6,000. I ended with like 6,000, and you know, I ain't buying gear, so I ain't buying things and swags and stuff like that. So I got a hat and a pair of pants, which was much needed because I've been in that Hawks mascot for mad long. So it was good to take that off for a second. And I came up off with a good amount of boost and Gatorade. So I thought that was dope. Can you do it if you don't have a computer? You can do it if you don't have a computer as well. So you go to NBA2KLab.com/premium, then use promo code All City. They'll give you the 20% off, and then you'll see the access come up on the left side. The jump shot recommender, jump shots, and all that other good stuff. What up, D Block? Yeah, you could do it right on your phone, pressing on the screen. And when you press on the screen, you figure out like, all right, what do I think is a good jump shot? Like I did one time, and I just kind of close my eyes, practice, and feel what I think is a good jump shot. All the while is logging your milliseconds for each time you press it. Got to wear the Halloween shirt till Thanksgiving. Yeah, that should not happen. I don't know on Xbox. I don't know if you could even log in through your console. Yeah, if you're using your console to log into 2K Labs, just like with any other site, you may have a discrepancy there. I have a bunch of different builds with various 3-pointers. Big, small, wing, 55 to 94 3-ball. I shoot about 40 to 60 from 55 to 94. There's a difference, but it's all timing. Definitely a difference, yeah. Hell yeah. I imagine, yeah. 55 to 94. 55 just feels as easy to green with the good mid-range. Oh, as a 78. Oh, interesting. Interesting, J Spiel. That's interesting. There's a difference, but it's all timing. I got you. So I see what you're saying. So you can shoot good with a super low 3. I wouldn't ever try it. That sounds like a nightmare to me. Especially with what I see folks doing out there. But I believe it can happen. I believe it can happen. I'm on PlayStation, by the way, King Angel. I'm on PlayStation. Yes, sir. On that note, y'all, I'm finna vibe out. I might get on the game. I want to see what OG's build looks like out there. We helped him make a build yesterday, so I want to see what it looks like. Also get some VC up from my center build because I want to max him out before the end of season 2 and then get you guys that build. Hopefully I have a ton of clips to show you. I already got a load of clips, but I need to put them together. I'm wishing you all safe and blessed rest of your night. You guys are welcome to join me in Discord. Just type !Discord. The link will pop up. You guys can join up. Your advice worked. A+ defense. I'm going crazy now. That's what's up. That's what's up. 2K.4. Salute to you, man. Again, I'll catch y'all either on the next video or live stream. Y'all be easy.